Isn't it fitting that I'm picking up the metaphorical pen, or in my case, clicking the literal keyboard after so long? It's officially been a week since I packed my 3 suitcases and moved across the world to find myself. Why is it always that the hardest parts of ourselves we have to face always come in the silence? The last time I picked up a pen or mic was in 2020, the year I moved out of home, and when coincidentally the entire world fell to its knees. We were locked into our homes and apartments for months, and in that stillness, where we couldn't distract ourselves with the rush of living, did we truly find ourselves? Or at least I did. That year was filled with deep endings and the beginning to tend to old broken wounds. Now I find myself in the same situation. This time, without the impending doom of the world as we know it, I find myself in Dubai, inside an Airbnb apartment, alone. Lessons of leaving home. As I try not to take this blessing of being afforded to live, play, and experience every new opportunity in a country, I can't help but feel alone. Almost everything. It was safe, warm, filled with people whose purpose was to love you and didn't ask you to be anything else. Now I'm here, forced to keep reintroducing myself, my tongue, my name, my quirks to every person I come across. Don't get me wrong, I'm filled with the wonder of unexplored territory. But again, I miss home, I miss family, I miss community. I had the smoothest transitions to this new foreign country. It's as if at this very moment, everything aligned and worked out for me. From the empty middle seat in the plane that made 9 hours feel like a long nap, to the guide who met me at arrivals and swiftly got me through to custom and baggage collection in what felt like 30 minutes. Everything was working out for me. I spent the first few nights a stone throw away from the tallest building in UAE, aka the world. Everything was working out for me. From being a walk away from restaurants, salons, alcohol stores, everything. But the excitement hadn't settled in yet. It took me wandering and walking through the city, seeing how tall those buildings made me feel small in a good way. It was like I was surrounded by giants in the form of glass and concrete. That sparkle in my eyes as I looked up in awe finally made this surreal feeling land in my heart like I was meant to be here all along. But the days come when you miss home. When the reminder that you, my girl, are in actual fact alone in this new strange land. I'd have moments of excitement, moments that remind me why I set out to set my life on fire. Like, ironically, taking the train to work, asking people for directions. Those moments truly made this move feel brave. Can you imagine me, a 26-year-old beautiful black girl, out in the world with nothing but a crop top and a dream? It's wild. Life is wild. In the midst of the excitement and discovery, I also have to tend to a broken heart. Because leaving home not only means leaving your family behind, but leaving the longest love you've ever felt behind as well. Although I left with nothing but love, breakups are still cuck. They shit. It doesn't make the days that follow any easier to work through. Relationships are difficult. How do you teach yourself to forget a language you created with someone? The shared moments, the telepathy, the friendship. Whether I was moving to Dubai or Dubai, this pain would still feel heavy. And it's again the mundane that reminds me how much I miss him. From going to the mall and seeing other strangers in love, or even finding a meme only they would understand because they'd know the context no one else would. Love doesn't stop just because the intimacy has. Now, unlike the times of pandemic, I can use outdoor distraction to numb this pain. I can throw myself into the unknown of the city and let a new love find me. But I can't. All I can do is stay home and avoid bumping into his Insta stories while I cuddle my fractured heart. How do you deal with this? The only thing that's working for me is walking and music. But one of these days, the former won't be possible because if you didn't know, I'm in the Middle East and it is shit hot here. That was a year ago, and I'm not sure if I have mended the broken heart. I don't know if this place feels more like home. It doesn't. But I've decided to try and make it feel like at least my kind of home. I've decided to be vulnerable on this here internet and share the struggles that I went through in the beginning of this phase and where I find myself now. Things aren't extremely different, at least in the literal sense, but I feel better. I feel stronger. And this is me trying to find love in life again.